All right. It's saying we're live now.
Okay, con.
So check the audio and everything. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right. Hey, shalom, giving all praise to our Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh by Yeshua, Yahweh Shah by Yeshua Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that rule well. Peace and many salutations to you brothers in this truth. We the brothers of GMS Dallas. I'm going to come to a quick sit down. Just going into a lesson that shows that we are that spiritual temple of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Before the destruction of Israel and the conquering Israel, we had basically had two temples built. One built by King Solomon, another one built by Joshua and Zerubbabel. Both of those were conquered, were taken over by the heathen. When in the latter days, it was prophesied that a spiritual temple will be resurrected, and that spiritual temple is the nation of Israel. So we wanted to come with a quick sit down, uh, giving that understanding of the gravity of what we're doing. We're building something that nobody can tear down. Actually, it says the Hawashai said that to Peter, the gates of hell will not prevail against it. That temple, loosely paraphrasing. You know exactly what I'm talking about? If not, I could Google it.
You talking about like
What
in
says
Amos?
no, it's in the New Testament. 'Cause they were asking him, Yahushua was asking who the people said that he thought it was, and
Oh, I think it's in John, like John the. Here, I'll put. Let's see if I can pull it up.
yeah,
Like they were
uh,
asking him like who do people say I am, and then he said, oh, they said that you are Elijah or something like that.
uh-huh,
No, it's in
yeah. He said because Yahushua told uh, SVU or Jonah.
um.
Yeah, Matthew 16.
Oh, okay. Here I got you. You said Matthew 16.
Matthew 16 and 17. Just real quickly, because
Matthew.
it says something very, very important.
Oh, okay. Matthew 16 and
Go
17
ahead.
says, And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon Barjona, for flesh and blood had not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And I and I and I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock will I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give thee, and I will give unto thee
So
the
what
keys.
is that?
Oh, like
Well, right there in the verse 18, but it says that. Well, what does it mean by that? Because we know that second temple in the times of the Romans, it was destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So what is it talking about? Well, it's talking about us believers. You know what I'm saying? The gates of hell won't prevail against us. The Edomites and things of that nature. This truth, you know, it's not going to. They're not going to be able to tear down this truth, this understanding. You see what I'm saying? So this knowledge of ours is something that's unmovable, unbreakable. You see that? Okay. So just wanted
I
to
got,
prove that point. Let's go. You got something?
I got a quick one just to back
Yeah.
up the.
Okay.
This is Amos 9,
Okay.
9 and 11. It says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old." And that title on there, it says the restoration of Israel. So like the elders going into, the Lord's getting is preparing that spiritual temple to be built, or the spiritual temple is being built as we speak. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you got
Beautiful
it.
put. That's right. That's right. So let's grab let's go to Revelation the 11th chapter. So Revelation 11 will start at 1.
Okay, Khan. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 1. It says, "And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood,
Which
saying,
is like a
Arise."
measuring stick. I'm sorry, which is like a measuring stick. That reed is like a measuring stick. Go ahead,
"And measure the temple of the Lord, and the altar, and them that worship in therein.
Mm-hmm.
But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread under foot 42 months."
That's right. So uh, that temple in which the um the angel told John to measure, that temple is going into the nation of Israel. Okay, and there will be a given time to where the most High will have it to where the Gentiles will reign over the nation of Israel. You see what I'm saying? Just to expound on that, let's go to Zechariah. Um, let's go to Zechariah, the second chapter, and let's start at the first verse, and we'll read down to 4.
Okay, Khan. This is Zechariah 2 and 1. It says, "I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And
That's
behold,
right. So just like in Revelation, you know, you had it to where um, the angel was measuring the nation of Israel like you would measure a temple. You see that? Go ahead,
and it says, verse 3, And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein."
That's right. So Jerusalem will be inhabited like towns. You see that? So really, it's symbolic because the temple. What did the temple represent? The temple represent the presence of Yahweh by Shai. You see that? And what does the presence or the spirit of Yahweh Shai rest? You know what I'm saying? It rests in the nation of Israel. You see that? Okay. So Jerusalem one day will be like a town, you know what I'm saying, inhabited without walls, you know, to where we're going to be living in abundance. All right. In the presence of Yahweh by Shemashah. See, this is expounding on even the second covenant, because in the second covenant, it's not going to be we're not going to be going off and things of that nature. We'll be governors of the world, kings and priests of the world. You see that? The laws will be written in our inward parts. So, individually speaking, what we're doing, our faith is something that's very important. Okay, because we are building the nation of the spiritual temple, individually speaking. Okay, now let's get Acts 7:48.
This is Acts 7 and 48. It says, Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in the temples made with hands, Salakia, as saith the prophet.
So if the Most High doesn't dwell in the temples made by hands, then what's the point of the temple? You see that? It was one of the original temple. Well, that it's all symbolic. You see that? Really, the nation of Israel was supposed to be a temple. Okay, we were supposed to be the people that the spirit of the Most High abided in. You know, we were to be uh, the rulers and judges of the world. What's that in Exodus 19? about making you kings and priests.
Oh,
I think
he
it's
made us
19.
kings and priests. I got
Yeah,
you. Um, let's see.
I believe it's 19. I
Yeah,
believe
I
it's
got
19.
it.
I know it's 19. I just can't remember because I know it says in Revelation 5. I know it's Revelation. It says in Revelation.
Says some Revelations.
I know it's in Revelation 5, but I wanted in uh, Exodus 19. Just to just to prove what I was saying. King
Nah, I got you.
priests.
Trying is it?
Yeah, it says it. I know it's in Revelation. Thou hast made us kings and priests. We shall reign on the earth. Yeah, Revelation 5 and 10, and I started 9. Revelation 5 and 9, and they sung a new song, saying, "Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth." So here it is letting you know that he's going to make the nation of Israel kings and priests on the earth. You see what I'm saying? And this is something really it's Exodus 19:6, and this is something that we were supposed to be from the beginning. Exodus 19:6, and he shall be unto me a king, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. You see that? So we were supposed to be uh, a nation of a kingdom of priests. You know what I'm saying? And what did the priests do? Well, they did the various ceremonies. They sacrificed unto the Heavenly Father. They set up to for the remission of the sins, while ushering in remission of sins by the the peace offerings, the sin offerings, the bullocks, the scapegoats, all these things, making sure the temple was clean. But the whole nation was supposed to be that. You see what I'm saying? So the temple was symbolic of how the whole nation was to be a holy people. You see what I'm saying? You
I
know,
got a precept.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Just to back you up. This is First Peter chapter 2 verse 9. It says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should shew forth the praises of Him who had called you out of darkness and into His marvelous light." Because you had mentioned that we were set up from the beginning to be the judges of the earth. We're just
Mhm.
going through that time period, like we went into last week. You know what I'm saying? We were in that time period where we were like the elder Yatsuzak said, man, like the Lord took the Xbox away. You know, so now we're getting ready to get that Xbox back. You know, we're getting ready to be set to give back the kingdom. You know, and but like we're going into, man, that's the process we're in of building that the beginning of building that spiritual temple.
That's right. That's right. Beautifully put. Beautifully put. What else did I had? I had uh first let's see here. I had First Corinthians
Yep.
3:9. Lee.
Okay, this is First Corinthians 3:9. It says, "For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are God's building."
That's right. So right there, where God's husbandry was really husbandry going to like planting things of that nature. Where that talks about that in Isaiah, the fifth chapter. Israel was supposed to be the Lord's vineyard, and he was taking care of it, but it wasn't growing the proper grapes. And so what did he do? Well, he let it basically go bad. But there was a remnant within that uh, um, batch that he was going to use to plant a righteous vineyard. You see what I'm saying? We could actually get it. This just to show this, uh, you know, actually get it just to show it's symbolic. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
talking
And
about Isaiah 5.
yeah, Isaiah 5, we actually get it because we the elect. You know what I'm saying? That's the proper, basically, essentially seed. All the nation of Israel, they're improper right now. But we're coming a time to where those proper seeds, like you talk about in Mark, it's going to be seen and it's going to give us the proper fruit, you know, proper crop. You see what I'm saying? And then within them doing it, that's going to be acceptable to Yahweh by Yeshua Yahweh Shai, you know, and symbolically speaking, also, you know, uh, these various crops of or you will or people or elect. These are going to be the proper stones for that spiritual temple that's being built. Okay.
I got that Isaiah 5.
Okay.
I can start from the top. It says Isaiah 5:1. It says, "Now will I sing to my well beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well beloved had a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he
Hmm.
fenced it, and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and
Right.
built
That
and built
that well beloved Slaki, that's talking about Yahweh. Okay. Go ahead, Aunt.
Khan. It says, and I gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and it also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
Hmm.
And
So
that
those wild grapes are undesirable. Now, if you have any experience with wild grapes, if you were to eat them, just pluck them and eat them. They're very itchy. You know, they aggravate your skin, aggravate your tongue, and also even if you were to like wash them off, they're not very good. You see what I'm saying? So it was supposed to bring forth a certain grape, a strain, but it ended up bringing forth there's wild grapes, there's undesirable grapes. So what's the most I gonna do with them grapes? Go ahead.
says verse 3, and now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
That's right. So this is symbolically speaking. This is the nation of Israel. Most High took us out of the land. You know, gave us a land in the Canaanites. Gave us law, statute, commandments. Um, you know, protected us with chariots, even coming out of the land of Egypt. But yet our people still had that uh, rebellious heart, man. You see, so what did the Most High do was, first off, he before even getting to the land, he killed off that old generation that was, you know, contrary to the will of the Heavenly Father, right? And also even getting into the land. You see what I'm saying? What he allowed? What he allowed captivities to uh, uh, basically captivities for well us to go into captivities. Okay, why is that? Because we were found out the law, statutes, and commandments. We were those wild grapes. You see what I'm saying?
Con,
Go ahead.
I got an example just to back you up.
Come.
This is Second Chronicles 36, verse 14. It says, "Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgress very much after all the abominations of the heathen."
I'm sorry, y'all. You say Second Chronicles 36 and what?
And 14.
14. Okay, I'm just pulling it up so whoever's they
Oh,
want
okay.
to look at can just take a look at it. Go ahead, out.
Con, it says, "Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgress very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem." You know, so that just shows you that that's why the Lord asked that question in Isaiah the 5th chapter. You know, like what more could I have been done betwixt me and my vineyard? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord did, the Lord did so much for us, and He's given us so much, and has blessed us as a nation. But we still went off, man. We still following, worshiping other idols. Committing, adultery. Just doing, shit that the heathen do. And that's why he asked that question. What else could I have done? Like I did this. If you go to Nahum the 9th chapter, he's pretty much calling us out in that chapter. Saying, look, I did this, and y'all still rebelled. I did that, brought you back up, and then you still went off. So
Mm-hmm.
so that so that's the question being asked. Like, man, what more could I have done that it should bring forth grapes, but it brought forth wild grapes. You got it.
That's right, brother. Beautiful put. Can we go back to Isaiah, the 5th chapter, Bible Shop?
Con, I got you. This is back in Isaiah 5 and 4. It says, "What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it?
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
Mm-hmm.
And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down.
Mm-hmm.
And I will lay it waste. It shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it. For the vineyard
That's
of the
right.
Lord." Oh,
I'm sorry. So the Most High wasn't going to basically cultivate us. This is what you see right now, even in the nation of Israel in this captivity. There's no cultivation. Or what I mean by cultivation, there's no, digging out the weeds, making sure there's no briars. Which briars are basically those little bitty thorns. You know what I'm saying? That'll grow. Uh, that'll grow if you don't, dig up that land. So all amount of wickedness was came into the nation of Israel. This is what you see now, right? Then the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American community, shoot, the northern tribe, man, is violence. You look at shoot, there's some singers in Mexico. They'll talk about the cartel. Somebody paid them to even make a song about the cartel. They'll get killed for making a song about the cartel, man. Get paid to make a song, the guys get killed for that. Just for mention a guy that's a higher up guy's name. You know what I'm saying? Chopping bodies up and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? In in South America, you got feminicide going on because those economies are bad. Feminicide is basically is women being targeted for violent crimes. We're really being unalived, if you get my drift. Shoot, the southern tribe, which is the most blatant example. What do you see going on? You know what I'm saying? Oh, men and women over sexualized. You know what I'm saying? Violence is uplifted, man. Very perverse spirit, man. You know, breaking of the household. So all this came in. Why is that? Because ultimately the most High allowed it because we fought after these various idols, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead,
Khan, that's right. It says, verse 8, it says, woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth.
I'm sorry, y'all. Did you read verse 7?
Okay, Khan, I'll read it again. Oh, no, I didn't. Salak. Verse 7, it says, for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and men of Judah his pleasant plant, and he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteous for righteousness, but behold a cry.
That's right. So the Most High allowed it to where, the nation of Israel was destroyed. You see what I'm saying? But there's only going to be a remnant of that wild grapes, or that crop that's going to be righteous that the Most High is going to use to bring back the nation of Israel. Symbolically speaking, this is also what this is also those stones being that's building the spiritual temple. Okay, let's Salakia. Let's go back to First Corinthians, the third chapter, so we could bring everything um, back on point to the main topic. First Corinthians 3:9.
Okay, come. 1 Corinthians 3:9, it says, for we are laborers together with the Lord, ye are God's husbandry, ye are God's building.
That's right. Keep going now.
Come. Verse where was that? Verse 10, it says, according to the grace of the Lord which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
That's right. So with us being a part of God's building, we have to be conscious of how we are building. We don't want the Most High is not going to allow any faulty material to enter into to be a part of His temple. This is why you know how the apostle Tahar or down how they teach this word is so important because we're basically autonomous in this truth. We uh, all of us have what's the word I'm looking for? Duties to do this work by doing these sit downs, by learning, constantly learning. You know what I'm saying? Being on point as a brother, doing doing our sit downs, going out there on the highways and byways. Why is that? Because we are individually being built up. You know what I'm saying? So we could righteously fit within that temple. To a certain level of duty that individually we all have in order for us to, again, to fit into the will of the Heavenly Father or to be a part of that temple. So we all have to take heed on how we are building. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, that last verse I want you to get is that 11th verse. Obviously.
Okay, Con. This is 1 Corinthians 3:11. It says, for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua HaMashiach.
That's right. So no another foundation can be laid, and then you got a lot of these camps. They're trying to lay another foundation. You know, a lot of guys, man, they call in the name of Yahweh Shai, yet they want to emphasize the law, and the laws cannot save us, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we have faith and we keep the law, but you got a lot of people that that strand, at that law so much that they take away from the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai did, and what Yahweh Shai did was it was huge, man. You know, he made an atonement for our sins. Um, we just celebrated the Day of Atonement. You see what I'm saying? And really, that ultimate atonement was Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? You know, to bring us back to the Heavenly Father, to be in good grace of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because without the shedding of blood, there's no remission of sins. Okay? So we have to emphasize Yahweh Shai if we want to be a part of this spiritual temple. All right? There's no way around it. But you got guys that's bigging up themselves by in the law, and we can't keep the law to the best of our ability, dog. We live in straight filth. You know, we seeing every day the clothes that we wear. You know what I'm saying? Technically, not to be harsh, but you gotta just be honest. The woman that we laying with is not ours. You know, technically, we supposed to be put to death. You know, we're not implementing the law. We can't implement the law. There's certain laws that if we were trying to do on this side, then we would be locked away forever. You know, we're tough. We had to turn the other cheek in this world, man. You know, shoot, the food that we eat is defiled. You know, all types of things. So we can't keep the law to the best of our ability. You know, well, we can't keep the law in its entirety, I should say. You know, this is where your shot comes in.
I got a quick precept for you.
Okay.
This is James 2, verse 12. It says, "So speak ye, and so do as they that shall be judged by the law of liberty. For he shall have judgment without mercy that has shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoices against judgment." You know?
That's right.
Oh, you got it.
You got it, bro. Sorry.
Okay. No, yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, so it mentioned the law of liberty. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, when Yahweh Shai had put himself on that cross, what did it say in Ephesians, man? He said that he had, here, let me get it real quick, that he had abolished the in the flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make in himself between one new man, and that's Ephesians 2:15. You know, so let me go back to James. It says, verse 14, "What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit?" You know, I'm speaking an example of like, okay, like let's say you do go by solely only by faith and not works, right? Like you're not trying to keep commandments that are you're able to keep. You're saying, well, according to the law of faith, I don't need to do none of that, right? So, like for example, you tell your sister or brother like they're hungry. You say, well, you know what? With your faith, you're gonna be filled. You're gonna be good. And then they die the next day of hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like so, that's the conflict in having faith only and not works, right? So it says, even so, faith, if it had not works, is dead, being alone. You know, yea, man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works, and I will shew you my faith by my works. Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. You know, so faith and works are linked together. You know, they work together. So we showing, you know, we have faith in the Lord, but we also try to keep, do the works. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like the elders like the elders saying, saying like we're not gonna go to the backyard and then slay a lamb on the day of um, on the Passover. You know what I'm saying? And then because either way, you're still gonna go off because that what you don't know what kind of lamb that was. The scriptures say a lamb without blemish. You know what I'm saying? So, it's impossible to keep the law, but the laws that we can keep, that's what shows our faith. The faith, like like you showing the faith, like you by yourself, and then you see something, like, oh damn, I can't eat this, or oh, I can't do that, or no, I'm not gonna do this because the Lord, I'll be going off. You know what I'm saying? That's faith, uh, um, and works. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I got you. We got you. I understand exactly what you're saying. You know,
Okay.
it's both. It's really being in the spirit, man. Because you have guys that be like, man, where your fringes at, man? But your shirt is mixed fabric. So it's like when is the cutoff point of being a little sexy? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Within the wall. You know, you know. Well, let's get Ephesians 2 and I want to say 19, 2 and 19.
Con. This is Ephesians 2:19. It says, "Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints of the household of God,
Mm-hmm.
and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, and Hamashiach himself being the chief cornerstone."
That's right. Now, when you look up a chief cornerstone, it's basically, let me see if I can pull up a picture. A cornerstone is basically what everything is built off of within a building. Okay, see if I can image cornerstone building.
Oh, okay, I see it. This is a
You
pretty
see
pretty
that?
good. Yeah.
See that? This is a corner. This would be seen as a cornerstone. All right, how it's built, cornerstone. How everything is built off of that.
Con.
See how everything
Even
is
if,
built off of that cornerstone. Hmm.
I was gonna
This
say,
is what your house is for. Hmm.
so like, yeah, I was just gonna give an example.
No,
Like, let's say you have a house. Even the ones that aren't on a slab, the ones that are like pier and beam, you'll have the in the corners, you'll have those what do they call them? Piers. Yeah, piers. They got piers. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So once that starts to, once you set those up, then everything else will pretty much, But yeah, those are like those parts, those corners are like the main uh main piece to keep the house, level.
that's right. Yeah, I don't know if you see this on your screen, but yeah, something like this. See
Yes,
it?
yes.
See how he said that cornerstone and everything else is built around that cornerstone. That's your house shop. You see that? So once we were foreigners and things of that nature, say for instance, we're trying to build a temple, and the material that we were was freaking hay or something like that. So you would put hay or something like this, as the a stone. You know what I'm saying? But now with Yahweh Shai, he turns into those lively stones, that we're able to fit around him. See what I'm saying?
Um,
So once we were foreigners and things of that nature, but with Yahweh Shai, what he done for us, man, he allowing us to be a part of his building. Okay. Um, Go ahead,
verse 20 it says, verse 21 it says, "In whom all the building fitly framed together grows unto an holy temple in the Lord." in whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of the Lord through the Spirit.
That's right. So now we are fitting the frame of that temple. We have the ability to be that proper material, man. Okay, with really Yahweh Shai and what he done for us. Okay, so what he done for us is something that's very, very important. You know, um, get this in Second Peter, and this will be like my last one, bro. Second Peter, uh, 2 and 4.
It says Second Peter 2 and 4. It says, "For if the Lord spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment."
And that was us. That happened to us. It might be First Peter.
What you
It
say
might be
right there?
first. It might be First Peter.
First Peter 2 and 4
Yeah, I probably actually put Second Peter.
says to First Peter 2 and 4, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of God and precious. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and a holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God by Yahweh HaMashiach.
You see that? So what are live stones that we were just expounding on? Um, and within us building that temple, we're also spiritual sacrifices. You see that? So this ministry that we have is something that's very, very precious. We have to make sure that we are aligning ourselves with the will of Yahweh Shai and also being in that mindset that he was in, you know what I'm saying? Of being lowly and things of that nature. And it's a constant fight, man. Putting yourself last, being a servant. Why is that? Because we're building something that's bigger than us. And all of us individually speaking are fitting, want to fit, be a part of what's being built, which is the spiritual temple. Okay? You had some, Brother Yaquan?
Oh no, that's pretty much all I had. But yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
When it comes to like uh, being humble and low and putting yourself in the lowest state, it can be hard. You know what I'm saying? But Yahushai, Yahushai set the ultimate example. So I would, that's I try to live my life as lowly as I can. I don't want no troubles with nobody. I don't want to be the man or nothing like that. So I
that's the
just try
best
to
way to be.
calm. Yeah, that's all I had.
Yeah, brother. Hey, well, hopefully it was edifying. Give all praise to our Heavenly Father. The name is Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Kadash. The lines to the apostle and elders that were well. And peace and means salutation. I can flow in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.